This is the official Steamforged Games playthrough. I'm Alex Radcliffe.
I'm Jamie Perkins.
I'm Professor Meg.
And I'm Professor Meg.
Is it funnier the second time?
I maybe.
Anyways, we're going to be going ahead and diving into the official Monster Hunter World Iceborne playthrough. We're going to be taking on 4 hunters against the
Barioth.
Barioth, and we're going to be having. Well, I'm going to let you run the show.
I appreciate that.
I've played this, but I don't know how to run this show.
This is technically my show.
This is your show,
so it's fine.
How's it going?
I was just being polite. Yeah,
that's good.
So we're playing the prototype demo of Monster Hunter World Iceborne. So we're playing against the Barioth, as you mentioned. We're playing with the Sword and Shield Hunter, the Bow Hunter, the Great Sword Hunter, and the Jewel Blade Hunter. We've skipped the gathering phase part of this quest, so if you want to see how the gathering phase part of the game works, you can check that out in other videos and articles, but we're just going to jump straight into the hunting phase here. I think otherwise we're pretty ready to go.
Excellent. Let's do this.
All right, so what happens at the start of the hunting phase is the first thing to happen is the monster's going to go first.
Yep.
So we'll see what the first monster's behavior is. We know that it's going to target the furthest away hunter. Before we started off, I figured I'd check how far people away. We're actually all equidistant from the monster. We've all got a hunter token which tells the monster what our threat values are. The moment it thinks you're the most threatening, so it's going to come after you. Just FYI.
I mean, I would think that too.
You are the most threatening of the four of us.
It has poor eyesight.
So it's going to do a Windy Snap, which is going to do 2 move towards its target. So it's going to turn towards its target, and it's going to move 2 nodes towards. 1, 2. It's going to hit in its front arc only, so it's actually only going to hit you, even though it's ranged to attack.
This feels targeted.
It's going to blast you for 8 ice damage, and it's got a dodge of 5. So because you've got 2 ice resistance, you'd only take 6 damage.
Would take 6 damage, but I do have a dodge of 5.
Okay.
And I will just simply discard these, right?
So they go
or
into,
do they go into my stamina?
They go face down into your stamina board, because it does take stamina to dodge.
I feel like I had a great turn planned, and then you said, no.
This was all my fault, not the random monster's behavior.
Now you
deck
could move
at all.
5 if you want, up to 5.
That's true. Yes, you can move up to 5
I mean,
nodes.
when we started this, you said, Devon, please sit in this seat. It will go well for you.
That's, I mean...
Never.
That was actually how it happened.
It's true. I did say that, except it's well for the playthrough, not you personally. It would go well for you, like, collective. What I meant is us.
Most playthroughs go better if at least one of us die.
That's true.
Don't make me mad. I will break that little mini.
I believe they're fragile, but we're not quite we haven't tested that.
We're not certain yet.
We do have 3 though.
We have more. We have
four
multiple ones.
yeah.
Okay, if I break that, it's good to know there's an extra.
Are you going to move out of the way of the monster's attack, or you're going to stay? Wait, you can stay where you are. You've already evaded the damage.
I might stay where I'm at. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So then that's the monster's turn complete. It's now going to tell us how many turns we get to take. So that's 1 hunter turn, and then that hunter can do 3 attacks.
Only thing I'll note, Devon, is the next time the monster activates, he's going to be running to the furthest hunter, which means he might be running all the way across here. So if you stay where you are, you have a little more ground to catch up.
The other thing that's worth bearing in mind here as well is because this is a head behavior, its special rules come into play with Whirlwind. So this would follow you even if you dodged somewhere away, but this Whirlwind token is going to be on wherever you finished dodging the attack. If you're still there when the Barioth goes again, that hunter token is going to get taken away, and you're going to have to discard 2 cards from your hand.
So
That's happening regardless.
Run later.
You probably want to get out of there before Barioth goes again.
Have you played this game before?
Once or twice.
What would you do?
I would not stand there.
I'm gonna not.
Everyone's like,
stand
Devon,
there.
move.
So
I feel like I'm getting told to move.
So it's probably not a bad idea. Well, it's one for us to think about.
Can I move
Heavily
my full
suggested.
evasion value?
As in, when you evaded the attack, this Whirlwind token is going to be wherever you finish. So
But can I move my full evasion
Up to 5.
amount that I did?
You can, yeah.
So if I go whirlwind, 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 whirlwind.
Yes.
Then that's going to whirlwind over there?
Correct.
Yeah. You could move left.
Do I need to say whirlwind every time I'm
Yes.
I mean, you... Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The entire playthrough.
So
this one's going to get clipped in the edit bin.
So at the moment, one of us can take a turn. So the other thing to bring up right now is we have 4 of these track tokens, which is what we would have taken from the gathering phase.
Yes.
So we actually get to know what those benefits are. So we can spend these once each, or once for the token during the hunting phase, or like a communal pool. So what these are is they can spend one of them during your turn. This would allow you to play an extra card on top of what the behavior says. This would mean an extra player turn can happen. So if there's only one, we could make a second one of us go, for example.
At the current card value?
Correct.
That's a good time to do
Yeah,
it.
it's good, yeah. This is, you can add an extra break to your attack. This is, you can add an extra physical resistance to your armor for absorbing monster damage. So we've got those to spend once each during the hunting phase.
And what was that card one again?
This one you can play, this says you can play 3 attacks, so you can play a 4th, for example, if you played it during
Can
this
you
turn.
combine them for a 4th and an extra playthrough?
You can spend one of them during your turn at the moment.
So you can't spend both?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, so for example, what we could do right now is we could say you could spend a turn getting out of the way of that Whirlwind token and covering some stamina, but we could still then take an extra player turn just by spending that, but that means it's gone. We only spend it once.
And the second aggressive deck, when the monster hits half health, that's
Yes.
worse, right?
It is worse.
So we should save that extra turn for when you have worse times.
That's probably a good idea.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll use it right now.
Sure. Well, you can use the monster's behaviors turn if you want to take it.
At what point in this game are you gonna go like they're really just not listening?
Well, I mean, let's
Are
have
we
like
already there?
what we should do is have like a charge bar on the side of the heads-up display.
I love
like Perkins' patience.
Developer
Perkins'
frustration.
patience. Well, if it's Perkins' patience, it's going down.
I do like the alliteration though.
Yeah.
It worked. It definitely was off the top of my head.
We've run out of
So do you want
Perkins'
to
patience.
take your turn?
That's right next to the
So
Devon
here's
dumbass
the
bar.
issue. The awesome turn I was gonna set up.
It's not so awesome now.
It's not so awesome. So I don't know how
many
valuable it
cards
would
can I
be
play?
for me to actually go
3?
unless I just
Wait, why is it not so
awesome?
awesome?
Because if I had placed this on my first stamina board, I would have drawn 2 extra cards for each other attack a card I had done. So I could have played this, and another one, and essentially drawn 9 damage cards in
Sure.
one turn.
Yeah.
But he targeted me.
Yeah, me, not that.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
The Barioth. The Barioth did it.
Barry.
Perkins' patience. So, I mean, I could move with my free movement, but then
Yep.
I'll just save this card.
But
and
also,
I'll
there's
use
also the
this one.
downside of this monster turn is a 3-card play, and you don't have 3 cards to play.
Yeah.
True.
So it may not be the
Well,
best
here's,
time.
here's the thing
Right.
as well, right? Like Alex pointed out, this is going to go for the furthest hunter next, so it's going to completely ignore you. And you discarding 2 more cards from your hand is not the worst because you already don't have a great turn. like
2
you said.
cards. Okay.
But does he have to take a turn to recharge his hand?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he'll be down to 0-card hand.
Correct.
So I'll take a dead turn.
Yes.
So maybe he does go.
Maybe it does go.
I feel like we're definitely not changing our minds.
Cool.
No.
So I'll take a free movement.
Sure.
Whirlwind. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how that works.
Okay. And then I will go ahead and play just 1.
So as you're playing it to move, you play it face down. And it's the agility value.
Why am I moving?
Wait, why are you moving? What?
Why
Are you
can't I just
attacking?
use my free
Attacking.
movement?
Oh, sure, yeah, cool. You're actually not far away enough from the Whirlwind token yet. It's that node and every adjacent node.
But that's not. But
I feel like you're making up rules as we go.
Devon, because you're taking a turn, you'll be drawing a hand of 5 cards. Discarding 2 will not be the end of the world. The issue is if you didn't take a turn, you'd have no turn.
Goodbye, awesome card.
It'll come back even.
Hello, I suck. All right.
So you can move 2 nodes for that one. Are you moving before you attack then?
Yeah.
Sure.
Whirlwind. Right?
If you start your turn and those bad things happen, right?
Devin, you have
No,
a
I
very-
don't have my agility
oh.
reduced by deep snow. No.
Never mind.
So it's got good shoes for it. All right, so you're,
Got good shoes for it.
so you're
I
attacking.
wore my snow boots.
You did.
And then I'm going to draw 1,
Okay.
2, 3 damage cards.
So you're between a couple of arcs here. So you could hit the head, you could hit the wings. Wings probably good because
I'm going to hit the wings because it's got less defense.
sounds good.
And I'm going to do wabam 5 damage.
Yep, 6 damage.
6
times 5.
reduced by 1.
So it's straight away down to 60 health. Still a good hit.
reasonable.
All right.
Heal.
So then we're going to resolve your end of turn sequence. So
Yeah.
first thing you're going to do is draw and resolve a time card. Which is
I would
really
love
nice.
to
Wouldn't
do
mind,
that.
Alex. There's your time card.
Discard this card.
So no extra effect
Nice.
for that.
Killer. Keep hunting. Will do.
And then step 2. So
Discard 1 face up or 2 face down. I would love to clear my board.
absolutely, and they all slide down to the left. You can discard any number of attack cards from your hand that you don't want, but you don't have any left. And you can draw attack cards up to a hand size of 5. And then we turn your turn token down because you've taken a turn. So are we choosing not to take an extra turn right now? I'm guessing.
I
Yeah.
would choose not to.
Sure. Okay. So let's
Monster
have
goes.
the Barioth go. We know it's going to target the furthest away hunter, which is going to be Meg and the Great Sword right now.
Hope it doesn't break the mini.
So it's good. Why would that ever happen? Okay, so
That
this is going to be
sounds absurd.
so this is going to be a wind-up behavior, which means that we're going to get to take 1 hunter turn first with 1 card being played. But after that happens, then the Barioth's going to hit somebody for 10 ice damage, which is it's specifically
Meg.
going to be Meg. Okay, so what we need to think about is there anything we can do here in this 1 turn to try to crowd control that? Probably
He's
not.
going to back up 3 to over there.
So he's going to turn towards
Meg,
facing Meg and hit
and
the
then
wall
back up.
backwards
Cool,
this way,
cool.
basically.
It's 1 turn.
Yeah, you can have 1 hunter turn. You can play 1 attack card. If you've not got great cards in your hand to defend yourself, it might be a good time to.
That's what I was thinking. Can I mill through
You
and-
can mill through cards and find better dodge cards.
I mean, I
Do you
like
wanna
my
do that?
cards, but they're not going to help me when I get attacked. He's attacking for 10.
Well, do you have what's it called? What's your agility value? Because you can evade, right?
Yeah, you also have the evasion mantle
yeah.
down here as well. So you can use that once per quest to just give you 2 extra dodge when you're dodging monster attacks. If you can find 3 more in your cards, you'll be okay.
Yeah, I have all ones, so...
Yeah. There's a lot of 1s in the Greatsword's Hunter deck. There are some 2s though, if you want to try and mill through something.
Would someone else rather do something?
Does it have to be the furthest away that it activates?
So if you, yeah, it's gonna, because it's the furthest onto its targeting, so it's gonna be Meg that it hits because it only hits.
That's just the targeting. It's not dictating which hunter has to activate.
No. We're just saying basically, if we don't do anything about this, like if that hit connects,
I knew the answer. I was just asking for the sake of the audience.
Well, I'm sure the audience appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So basically, if this attack connects with Meg, it's going to do a 1-shot kill, take out all the different words.
Do you enjoy creating those cards?
Yes, I do.
Cool.
Yeah, I feel like when I get a sense of satisfaction when the monster takes them down, I'm like, good boy.
Yeah, makes sense. So when
Perkins
earlier
sadism meter
when you were like, no, Devon, not me, the monster.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. It's the monster's fault.
Correct.
Not the person that made the monster.
I don't have anything specific
Yeah,
to
I mean,
do.
I guess I should. I guess.
Up to you. I mean, I could.
You could also not, like you said, if you've already got 3 1-dodge cards in your hand, you could spend the evasion mantle and 3 cards face down and you dodge it and be fine. So we could also just...
I can go smashy on it if you want me to.
You know, I could take the turn and just move up to here. And make that the furthest away person.
That's also
Do
entirely
you
correct.
have a better way to...
No.
Okay.
I don't mind dying, but...
All right, I'll go.
All right, mark it, guys. 3 minutes in.
I can discard as many as I want, right?
Yes. Yeah, so if you...
Alright.
Yeah. So you're just going and ending your turn, basically. Is that what
Yeah, I don't have to play a card, right?
But you can still move if you want.
Yes.
Does that help you guys at all if I'm
Only
like here?
You...
Like for him?
Nothing specific.
Okay, I'll go there. Why not? All right, and then I'm going to discard.
You're ending your turn. So if you're ending your turn, first thing we got to do is the time card.
Oh, right.
That's right, yep. So this is going to be a geyser. So your hunter can move up to 3 nodes without placing attack cards on the stamina board, but your hunter must move at least 1 because this geyser's blown up underneath you. And your hunter can't end their movement on the node they started on. So you could move like side to side just to stay at the same distance.
How far is he moving?
He's moving
Is he going to
backwards.
move straight to me?
You're going to step backwards and then attack at range 5, which is once it's basically
Everything
it's
is,
gonna, it's going to hit you no
Yeah.
matter where you go.
If he's going to move back, I'll move.
If you move forward, he'll hit me.
Yeah.
Well, no, won't it pick? Or
No,
is
because I have
he
a
doing-
higher threat value.
Because you become equidistant and then Alex has the higher threat.
Okay, I'll just stay there.
Question though.
So you basically have to
Question,
go
though.
here.
If
or
she
there.
Oh, right, because I
if
have to
she
move one.
goes-
I'll go that way.
Sure.
Yeah.
If she goes though, will she not flip and then it would go after Alex?
No, this
because
doesn't
he's the
affect
one that
anything.
hasn't
No,
activated?
doesn't
No,
affect activated.
activated or unactivated doesn't make a difference for
Yeah,
targeting.
I knew. I was just asking for the
For the
For
audience.
the audience,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah,
The
yeah.
audience, yeah.
No
The
problem.
The audience says thank you.
No problem.
I like all of these, but I want to be able
thankless
to
task.
dodge, so I'm discarding 4.
Go for it.
Okay.
I hate it, but
And then we flip your hunter token face down as well.
Okay. And then
Okay.
right about now, the monster's going to turn
then,
around.
Yep, so then the Barioth's going to go, and it's going to
Face Meg.
turn to face Meg this way, and it's going to step backwards, so it hits the board edge and stops. It's going to attack at range 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for 10 ice damage with a dodge of 5. So
Okay.
you were able to dodge that?
I'm actually not going to dodge. I'm going to do, I have a great sword block, so that's 3, 4, 5, so I
that-
can protect for 5.
But
So
it's
That's
ice
the
damage.
defense.
Yeah, so that's
ice
because it's ice damage, your armor's not going to help you.
All right, then I will run away.
Sorry.
So I'll
Invasion
use,
mantle.
Sorry, the Barioth
I'll
says
use
sorry.
this for 2,
Yeah, it's.
I don't say
not
sorry.
you.
It's not
not
you.
you,
It's the
not
Barioth.
you.
Barioth says sorry.
3,
I'm
4.
fine.
Does he usually do the ice damage? Should I just, well, I'm using that just to count.
Yeah,
It's in
gotcha.
a lot of his attacks, not all of them.
All right, then I'll just, well, oh my gosh. I
Go
love
on, go on.
attacking. I'm going to get rid of the block.
Bag,
Okay, so I'll use
so-
those ones.
And then the evasion mantle's gone as well, so
Yeah.
flip over.
Okay. Then you resolve a full
And
other
then
end turn.
I'll
No, that
move-
was
You can now move up to 5 nodes if you want to.
Yeah, I do.
I can close the distance.
Just don't be next to this.
Yeah,
Basically.
I'll move to like where the Whirlwind card is,
Here, sure.
if you don't mind. me doing
Sure.
that.
So
Assume it's
1,
a token.
2 to there.
Just don't be around this. I'll move to the Whirlwind token.
Oh, that's only 2. I'm sorry, you guys.
Keep moving.
I'll go all the way up to him.
3, 4, 5,
I'll do just the 4.
4.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
All right. So that's the monster turn gone. Now 2 more of us can go, which is going to be me and Alex.
Me and you. Yep.
And then we can play 2 cards each unless we start spending these trap tokens.
Cool.
So, want me to step outside?
Yeah, I'm happy to go. I'm totally fine going. Let's do
Go
this.
for it.
So I'll go ahead and start with a free movement over here,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll continue that with a Advancing Slash, where I will not be drawing extra cards, but I'll be moving 2 more. I'll move to where Meg is. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit it for 1 damage. It's going to be the second attack on against it is going to be 2.
Yep. So well, 1 damage.
Yep, 1 damage.
Okay. Is there any break on that at all?
Nope.
There is.
Oh, there is. Yes, there
Okay,
is.
so that you can hit it in the wings, or you can hit it in the head.
It
Still
should
do
make a
1
difference,
damage.
right? Yeah.
Either way.
Oh, the only question is the break token.
So-
The wings, what are the break effects?
So for the wings, you discard the top card of the monster behavior deck, it just
Okay.
randomizes it a little bit more, or gets closest to your
Yeah.
range deck. The head, the monster behaviors with the head have -2 damage.
Let's do that one.
Okay, so
let's
put a
break the head.
on the head.
Okay, and then I'm going to follow that with a second card play because I can.
Yep.
And I'm going to do a round slash down here, which requires one card on my stamina board, which I have. I'm going to draw 3.
Yep.
Going to go 3, 4,
Yep.
5.
So you 1 hit in the wings that time below armor?
Yes.
So 4 damage
Yep.
through the armor, puts it down to 55.
And then we're going to go ahead and step back 1, and I'll step back to where you are at the moment.
Sounds good. Okay. Nice job.
Dance in, dance out.
Ends your
I
turn.
like it.
That's my turn.
Time card?
Time card. I'll go ahead and do a time card over here, and then let's grab this over. There we go. We're going to go ahead and have each hunter must dodge avalanche. Each hunter that doesn't is moved 2 nodes towards the closest board edge and suffers 2 damage. The monster moves 2 nodes towards the closest board edge without changing its facing. Place 1 stun token on the monster's physiology card.
Okay, so we'll do the monster stuff first.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
will
gonna
not be
move
moving,
because of the edge of the board, but it does have a stun
And then
token.
we must all dodge avalanche.
I'm
Okay.
taking
Or take
it.
2
Technically,
damage.
So it's dodge 1.
technically, you two, do you suffer 2 damage if you can't go to the end of the board? Like
No,
could you
no,
two move
It's
to?
the same as a monster attack. If you dodge it, then
Okay.
you're fine. Otherwise, you're going to take the damage and
Sure.
move as far as you can.
Perkins.
I don't like this over here. I'm going to place these 2. You know what? Honestly, I think I'm just going to take 2 damage.
2 damage isn't a lot, and they usually do 1 hit attacks
Yeah.
anyway. So I think taking the
Okay.
2 isn't bad.
Sure. I mean, the most important health point is the last one, so. So I am going to dodge that. I'm going to put that down, and I think I'm just going to actually stay where I am because I'm
You know
in a
what?
place to do my turn.
Honestly, fine. I'm just going to discard 2 cards. I don't like you, but I'm going to do it. Okay.
I like you.
So
Yes, face down.
You're dodging it. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the time card done. So
Boop.
the rest of your turn stuff. So you can discard
I'm going
one
to
face up.
discard these 2.
Very good.
Because I have to. We're going
Yes.
to move these a bit out of the way into the corner of the board over here. Then we're going to put these, and that's it. Right now, I drop to 5.
Good job. And then I'll take
I saw that.
you draw some time cards.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna. So what I'm gonna do is, what's it gonna do? It's gonna go after the closest hunter with a tail attack next. So that's probably not gonna be me. It's gonna be Devon mostly. So
It's gonna be
I am
me.
gonna.
Why can't it be? Oh, but aren't we passing this? at the
So
end?
right.
I know.
But depends on if there's the only thing that moves that is if this next time card is a threat shift, which you would.
I knew that. I was just.
Yeah.
Tell them for
You
the
got it
audience.
for the audience.
Yep.
So I'm going to play a sleep coating, and then I'm going to play a bow shot. Okay. So
Is that just like you dipped your blade in NyQuil?
yeah, just coating the arrow and then letting it go. So that's going to give it an extra damage card draw. So I draw 2 damage cards instead of 1. So I'm gonna
Melatonin
hit
tipped
it,
arrows.
hit it in the wings. So I do 2 damage. Okay, and then we've also done a break token for the coating as well.
Lovely.
Onto the wings. And then we also did a sleep token. So if we can get a second one of those on the... Oh, you got it right. Second one of those on the monster, it'll basically skip a turn. Sleep's super powerful. Okay. Then, it's generally not a good idea to stay on the same node as somebody else, so I'm going to spend the card just to move into the corner so that we're spread out a little bit more. I'll end my turn, draw a time card, which is going to be a keep hunting, so we'll discard the card straight away. I'm going to discard the 2 face down cards on my stamina board, have all this slide down, and then I'm going to keep that and then draw back up to 5.
Okay, then all of our tokens refresh.
Yep. All the hunter tokens face up because we've all taken a turn. And then that's going to be
The
the
monster's
monster's go
turn.
again. Okay, so Barrett's going to target the closest hunter. So if the closest hunters, because we're all seemingly grouped up around here, it's going
Highest
to be
bet, Devon.
and then it's going to do a tail sweep. So it's going to step sideways. Okay, so it's going to turn towards its target, which is
Oh, so
at that you might
that's actually pretty good.
You might be okay. I guess we'll find out. And then it's going to step 1 to the right, so it's going to step this way. So what happens here is you get knocked off the node that you're on,
Yep.
and then you can move to any of the nodes in the monster's front arc, which is here.
I'll go
or
to
here.
where Meg is. That's not me. Meg, where do you want to go?
I'll go to where Alex is.
Okay.
Seems like a good choice. Seems like a good choice.
No, it's not because we're not supposed
So
to be
the-
on the same one.
The monsters, I mean, it's going to be fair, this is going to hit you no matter where you go, because it's going to
Yeah.
hit the front, left, or right arc. So even if you're there, it's still going to hit you.
Okay.
Okay, so it's going to hit in front, In fact, it's going to hit all 4 of us. It's going to hit all 4 of us.
For
This is
8 damage.
Fantastic. So 8 physical
Oh,
damage.
'cause it's 2 range.
Correct. And in all the relevant arcs. So it's just going to go through all of us.
What was that sound?
That was that's the actual
Okay.
sound it makes.
That's
It's
nice.
a really good impression.
That was good.
Thank
That
you.
was good.
So, so it's 8 physical damage. So any armor you've got is going to help here. So I've got 2 armor. So I think because I've got some cards on my stamina board, I'm just going to take the 8 down to 6 damage and have 2 health left.
Yeah, I have 3 armor. I'm
That's
going to
a
take
lot.
5.
It is
What is the dodge? 5?
5.
Yeah, I'm taking 5 damage.
I die.
You're unable to.
I don't have a choice, yeah.
Okay. Are you on?
Now, would
are
you
on
still
full
have
health?
died if you had a card that could
I'm on
discard?
6.
Oh, because you took
I
some
took the
damage
2.
before.
What did you say?
If you had a card that discarded to prevent damage, would you still be alive?
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you, Great Sword Block. Yep.
Just checking.
Just checking that one.
just checking.
Yep. So that's going to take out the Great Sword Hunter. There we go.
What's that thing you
Are
do?
you
look at
teasing
cam
about
and
the
you
fact
eye
that
roll?
she's like, I like to attack. I'm going to get rid of all my block cards.
Okay.
I'm just going to reduce mine by 3.
Okay. So
So
you
I take
took
5.
Yes, you took the damage and you're okay. I took damage. I'm okay. Alex.
Took the damage and I'm not. I mean, I'm okay.
Yep. Meg took the damage and is not okay. Okay. So, all right. So you're going to stay. You're going to be staying at 1 health. So how fainting works here is, which is a little bit different to Monster Hunter World, is that you'll stay at your 1 health. You'll stay at a stamina board exactly as it is. Whilst you're off the table, though, you can spend either one of the health potions we've got, one of the stamina potions we've got, one will generate your health, one will. There's a War Memorial Museum around. There's a the stamina potion will clear your stamina board, or you can sharpen to get your damage die back. So we only have 2 each of these, but you can use one of these like without spending any actions off the table as you're kind of being carted back to the arena.
Okay.
It's worth having a think about that.
Okay.
I feel bad
the
for
meantime-
the person who's doing the carding.
It's the Palicos. The Palicos are carting you back to the base
Yeah.
camp.
Good
And
for
then-
them.
Yeah.
3 of us can take
Super
turns.
sweet. Palicos.
Super helpful little guys. Okay, so 3 of us are going to take a turn and play 2 attacks. So who's going to be in the best position, do we think? If Meg could take a turn
Question.
and come back, that's one of the options that we have as well.
When I come back, can I still attack? Can I play
Yeah, you
cards?
take a normal
Yeah.
turn, basically. Just you're at 1 health and your stamina board is as it is, unless you spend.
What happens when we get to the full play of our stamina board and we don't have the capacity to play more cards?
You just can't. So once your stamina board is full, I understand you're asking this to the audience again.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm going to use the health potion.
Sounds good.
I know.
So when your stamina board is full, your hunter is effectively
Is it
out
right
of
now?
stamina, and you can't play anymore, use any more attacks until
I
you've
don't know.
recovered some stamina.
I don't know if it's
If I take a
hyper efficient for me to
of the
go
3
then,
turns.
unless
Sure.
it's
I can-
for clearing
I mean, I can do
the
stuff.
board
You can do
somewhat.
stuff?
I can do stuff.
Because
Take
you
your turn.
two
So-
can do stuff.
One
So-
thing you want to look for when you're milling through your deck is the feint card. That'll help
That
you.
lets you to discard, yeah.
Given how we're all basically slowly dying, I'm going to shield bash him to add a stun token.
Excellent move.
I'm going to go ahead and deal damage, which is
You
going
mean
to be
this one?
1 damage.
Yes.
Yeah. Is there only
Just
one?
one that was
There,
Full
there
deck?
should be 3 in your deck.
Okay, thank goodness.
Just one that was a 2. I'm going to do 1 damage,
1 damage. Okay.
and then a stun token, which you already
Yep,
did.
you already done.
Perfect.
So that'll stun the monster for its
And
next
then I'm
turn.
going to do a lateral slash where I'm not going to move, but I'm going to attack it for 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to move. I'm going to
In the
do
wing?
2,
Yep.
and then 3, 5
Nice.
damage.
So you did 4 damage overall,
Yep.
down to 48.
Beautiful. So nice
Really good. It's
round.
also-
Divisible by 12.
Oh, it's also been stunned now as well, so
Yes.
that means the next time it takes a turn, it's the dodge values of its attack are automatically 1.
End of my turn, I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. I'm going to see. You may discard 1 additional attack card from any slot of your stamina board. That's beautiful. So I'm going to discard 2 cards, and I'll go ahead and discard Advancing Slash, and I could have done that. That's interesting. I'm going to discard Lateral Slash and Shield Bash. Okay,
Nice.
Cool. All right.
done. Drop to 5. I could discard any cards.
You've got a time card as well, if you finish your turn.
Question.
Time card.
Can
Yes,
why
I
that
it's
was
not
I
use
just
my
did
Yeah.
it.
helm
Yeah.
on his time card?
Once request of resolving a time card, you can shuffle this. That's for your turn. For you. Yeah.
I'm going to discard a card and then drop. Okay.
Instant regrets.
Your turn. Your turn. Whoever's next?
Okay, so, and then,
yeah.
did you do a time card?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, right, cool. All right, so we've got 2 more player turns we can take. Do you have what you can do, or are you just kind of waiting for
I would
sort
be
of
playing
stamina
1
recovery?
card and then clearing, which I'm okay to do. It's just not as efficient since we can play up to 2.
Sure. Well, we've got a little bit of leeway this turn because no matter what the monster does in its next attack, it's going to be 1 dodge, so it should be fairly simple to do. So this is a good time for you to recover if you want.
Okay. Well, then I will go ahead and I've got some Damascus steel and I'll do a 6-fold slash.
So we want to bring you a bit closer.
Yeah, I
Free
want to
move?
do that move.
Yep.
Do that sweet, sweet free move.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go slashy, slashy.
Nice.
And I'm going to draw 3 damage cards. For a Okay, so I'm going to draw 3 different damage cards for a stunning
total of
3
3.
damage,
Okay, so
which I believe is against a 2 defense.
So you can hit it in the wing if you want to. So that'd be.
I would adore
you're in front of it.
to...
Which way are we turning? This way. We're facing that way. You're in front of it, so it's 2 armor, so it's 1 damage.
Well, you can't give me false hope here. I wanted to hit the wing.
That's my middle name. So.
Devin's patience.
Yeah.
Sorry, going down. There we go.
To be fair, you could have stepped to the side, one of this way, and hit it in the wing.
Do it.
Whirlwind.
And hit it in the wing. Slight take back.
I would love to hit it in the wing.
Anything else you want to do, Ethan?
Man, I have got so many options
That's
in
true.
front of me
You
that it is staggering. I will discard 2 cards after I draw a time card.
Correct. Okay, so your time card is Threat Shift. So this is the one you were talking about earlier.
This is the one I was talking about earlier. All players pass their hunter token to the player on the left.
Make sure to keep the orientation of the current token, so that goes there.
So you were just finishing your turn. so
That
let's go
goes
that side.
there.
All right.
Goes to you. Have yours was.
Thank you.
Okay.
You flipped it.
Now that I've done that, I'm going to
what?
discard 2
I
face
was
down
yeah.
cards to
You flip it to your
clear the
current
board
orientation.
more.
Oh, you flipped it to what you are?
Yes.
Oh.
Then I'm going to maybe clear my hand a little bit. I don't really like that as much. Or that. I mean, that does have break token on it. That's not bad.
Those are good.
But
All right, so as you're finishing that, this is probably not a bad time for Meg to come back to the game board if you want to.
Is it easier to not have me on? That way I don't get attacked until the
That's
next.
true.
Like I'm not even a target.
That's fair.
For its multiple multi-attack
so
targets.
that's a fair point. You wouldn't be on the table to be attacked at all by
Yeah.
the monster. But the longer you're on the table, the more sort of recovery you could do. So, for example, coming back to the game board, you could drink a health potion to be at full health now, and then you could take a turn to get the stamina back, and then say. Actually, no,
Do
it's
something.
pointless. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure how Jamie's like.
if you were, I was looking over this going, I'm sure you've spent some damage cards, but you haven't yet. So
I've done nothing.
That's, I didn't mean to be that mean about that. No, you were correct the first time. I was wrong. Stay off the board. Although, now that I say that,
You're the only one left to go. Go ahead, go.
Oh, am I?
completely ignore.
No, but you hadn't gone. You should have
had.
flipped.
Yeah, we did. The
No.
two and I were.
I've totally lost where we were now.
I know for a fact that you haven't.
You're right. I
you're right,
taken a
you're
second
right.
turn. No, you're right. I just lost it. Okay, so fine, sure, I'll take a turn. So
I don't mind going, but
No,
I think it makes more sense,
We've
yeah.
decided I'm going to go now, so that's okay.
question
Yes.
for the audience.
Uh-huh.
Can I discard out of turn?
No,
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't
no,
think
it's going to be any
so.
turn.
Stupid question.
So I do have a sleep. I've got
Bad
a,
audience.
I've got a sleep,
Bad audience.
sleep coating, but considering the monster's already stunned, I think I want to save that for
Seems
a future
reasonable.
turn. Okay, so instead, what I'm going to do is it immune to ice damage? It is immune to ice damage. I don't have that great attacks really. Icicle shot. Okay, sure, we'll do that. All right, so what we're going to do is a charged sidestep. So draw +1 damage card for the next attack you play this turn. Where am I? I'm over here. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the charged sidestep to step this way.
You are aiming the bow the wrong way.
There we go.
There,
We got it
that's
there.
better.
I mean, it's still too high, so let's pretend I'm shooting the tail. There we go. So, and then what we're going to do is play an icicle shot. So even though it's immune to the ice damage, it is at least going to take the physical damage from the attack. So when you place attack card, for each damage card you draw, you could discard one additional card from your damage deck to add +1 to the overall result. So I'm going to draw 1 damage card,
Nope, and 2 for this one.
and for that one, so I've done 2 damage so far, and then I'm going to discard 2 cards to basically add 2 more damage to that. So that's 4 damage so far, and then no matter what the number is, this is extra 1, and this is extra 1. So I did 6 damage.
Awesome.
Armor reduced by 1, so it's down to 41 health. Okay, there's no break tokens on any of that stuff, so then I'm just going to take my free move this way, and that's going to end my turn.
You didn't say whirlwind.
I didn't say will.
That's not his responsibility. That's yours.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Should
yours.
that one
We're a
be
team,
gone by
guys.
now?
We're supposed to be doing this collaboratively.
Should the whirlwind
That's
on
the
the
job
board
you're
be gone
performing
by
for the
The
whole
whirlwind
team.
on the board should be gone.
The monster has gone. Yes, you're right. Okay.
Good.
So,
I love upkeep.
all right. So then I'm going to end my turn. Going to draw a time card. So that's going to be a collapsing ice ridge. Okay, so we've drawn some pretty hectic time cards so far. So
This is a good why I'm not on the board.
yeah, so this is one of the event cards. Yeah, it's true.
Got
Absolute
it.
truth.
Glass half full.
I planned it.
Absolute truth.
I
So
fainted at the perfect time.
you did. Okay, so tactical feint right there. So this is one of the cards that gets shuffled into the time deck because the gathering phase. It's one of the more narrative connections to the gameplay. So the fragile ice above you begins to crumble. Remove any terrain tokens on the 4 center nodes of the game board, but they're already there. Place 2 rock terrain nodes on the center on any of the 4 center of the nodes. So we've got 2 rock terrain nodes over there. So if somebody wants to just put those around here. Every hunter needs to dodge the collapsing ice ridge. Each hunter that doesn't has the hand size reduced to 3 until the end of the next turn. It is dodged 2. And then the monster suffers 5 damage, which is great for us.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Every time I start to get this cleared, you draw something that requires me to put more cards on it.
That's true, actually.
You've
that is
like
me.
developed a
That isn't
whole
the
mechanic here.
That isn't the Barioth, that is actually me.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know. I know it's you.
Okay, so I can dodge that just about, so I'm going to. In fact, has the hand size reduced until 3 until the end of the next turn. I already have 3 cards in my hand, so this actually doesn't do anything to me. So I'm actually going to be fine.
This.
Okay.
Cool.
And then
I discarded a card.
You started?
the next thing it's doing
Well,
is
but wouldn't
the
you
furthest
draw
away.
2 now?
At the end of your turn.
You don't want to draw the 2?
Is it the end of my turn right now? Just finished
Yeah,
my
that
turn.
was yours.
Yeah, that was
You're
your
right.
time card.
So I think... Apparently I really struggle at playing tactically and trying to run the game at the same time. This is too much for Jamie.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
Oh, this is we're used to this. This kind of a. This is why whenever you watch a
Not
BoardGameCo
playing tactically,
playthroughs,
we're so used to it. So used to it.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. I'll dodge that, and then I'll continue to the end of my turn stuff. So then we'll take a card off the game
And
board.
this next action is not going to be taken, right?
It's going to be taken.
it's just
Oh, it's
dodge
your dodge
value
value is
one.
Yes,
reduced to 1.
That's it. So
The questions the
I'll slide
audience
down.
keeps making me ask. Just
Yeah, it's a great thing you have
One indeed.
a live feed to the audience right now. Okay, and then my opponent token is face down, which means there's
I love the
only-
idea of a recorded playthrough where Devon just keeps on pretending to interact with chat.
So we've taken. You took the first turn because you stunned it.
Yeah.
So that's it. We've taken 3 turns. You went, Devon went, then I went. Okay, so it's going to be the monster's next turn. We know it's stunned. So this is dodge 1 no matter what happens. It's going to be a jump slam. So it's going to target the furthest away hunter.
Which is you.
Me. It's going to move 3 nodes towards me. So it's going to go 1. I mean, it could go this way, but I'm just not going to disrupt the other hunters. Turns towards me. 2. I'll get pushed back there.
And then 3.
And then 3. And I'm going to get pushed into a forest, into a bush. Okay.
In the wing.
Then it's going to hit at range 1, so it's only going to attack me. It would be a
I mean,
stunning
whoever
attack.
did the
if it
hedging
hits.
on that bush was really even. Really even job.
We love the symmetrical bush tokens, apparently. I definitely may or may not have asked for that. I definitely didn't ask for that. So then I'm going to dodge that because I'd rather not take 9 damage. I am going to dodge that with my charged shot, I think. No, my shot card. Okay, which is going to cause me to dodge 1, 2, how do I like that? All right.
You're not aiming at it.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, there we go. I was going to ping it off the wall and it was going to come back.
It's just
It's going to do ricochets.
the amount of work I've had to do to keep this guy in.
I know. So then 2 of us can go, although Meg has to
Has
take
to
the first
go.
turn. And then you can play up to 2 cards. So when you come back, you can come back on any of the nodes we started on. So it'll be this one or like these ones, I think. Here.
Oh, I see. I will start in the corner one,
Sure.
please.
You know, it's Alex, we don't pass you this miniature anymore.
Don't know why.
It's just going to get really close to it. So just while you're having to think about that, so one of the other things we've got here is we've got a number of track tokens at our disposal. We're going to need to get a replacement for that straight away.
That was me.
Did you break that instantly?
I put it down straight away.
Excuse me, 1 second.
How did
You got it?
do
It's
that?
the
I
great,
put it
it's,
down
It's
and
the
it
great. It's the great sword hunter. So it's going to be over there on the end of the.
I have broken things.
Don't know why at all.
So if I take a health potion, does it stay on my board as like a?
Yeah. So how health potions work is it's one of the cards you play during your turn, so it counts as one of these. It would stay on your stamina board, and then at the beginning of your following turn, you would clear your health. But because you've only just returned to the game board, you can basically have this off camera before you've returned, and it would just happen now.
I see.
So that's probably a better idea because you're on 1.
You
health
drank
right
it
now.
during the intermission.
Correct.
Makes sense.
Because you fainted.
Yes. Yes, I will do that.
Tactical feint. It was
So,
a tactical feint.
so we'll get rid of 1 health potions. You will come back at 8 health, and then you can just take your turn normally.
Ah, I see.
Over there. We still have all these track tokens to spend as well.
Oh, we're gonna use them. We're gonna use them.
I was gonna say, like, how do you guys feel about me taking 2 turns?
I don't care.
It depends on how good the first
Just
turn
because
is.
I think I can
Can
Stomp
you?
it.
smack a lot.
Can you take 2 turns in a row?
Yeah.
So
With
because,
the token
yeah,
thing.
because all of us have
No,
taken
not
a
even.
turn.
Oh,
no,
that's true,
she
too.
was the
Go.
last one.
I
so
could
she
just do
can-
She
two
could
in
be
a row.
first of the next 4,
Gotcha.
basically.
Okay, that actually wouldn't be the
Should we all flip this now?
Next
After.
consecutive turn,
Yeah, that was.
So do you want to take your free
Yep.
movement?
So I'll free move up.
Yep.
And then I'll use tackle to move up to him.
Very good.
Nice. Stun.
I will stun him and attack for
Yep.
3
In the wing.
minus the armor.
Yep. Which is 1.
Wait, the armor's side? Which side is it on?
So it's facing this way, so you can attack the side or the rear. So the wings are going to be the best one for damage.
Yeah.
And now this wide slash, it says draw a -1 card to discard one other card from your stamina board.
Yeah.
You may discard this card after placing it on your stamina board.
So-
Is that regardless of?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. There's 2 separate sentences. So
Cool.
you can always just discard that one after playing it. You can discard an extra one. Have you drawn the damage card for that? Sorry, by the way.
Yes.
Yes.
So it did
Yes.
3 down to 2 damage.
And a stun, if you didn't do that.
You did the stun.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great combo because you can effectively do the 2 face down, discard the tackle, and discard the wide slash and clear your whole board.
Yeah,
So
that's correct.
If you're willing to draw 1 less damage card, you'll have a full clean board.
Would you like? I mean,
You don't have to-
honestly,
you don't
no,
have to.
no,
You
no.
can just- you
I
can just
kind
roll
of
damage.
No,
there's something
you-
in my hand that I have.
You do.
There's
You do.
there's
You do.
there's a
Sure.
plan. All right, so I will wide slash first for
Yep.
2.
Yep.
And I'm not going to do the -1.
Yep.
So
5,
5
nice.
damage.
So we're
minus
now
the armor.
we're now at past half health, so that's going to bring in the enraged deck.
Beautiful.
this one.
Yeah.
But I will discard it.
It wasn't unhappy before. It was just playfully, toying with us.
Now it's really mad. It
Now
was
it's-
it was just hungry before. Now it's
yeah.
hungry.
Yeah.
And then that will be the end of this turn.
Okay.
All right, everyone.
So those are the 2 attacks.
We'll draw
Well,
time
yeah,
card.
yeah, yeah.
Time
The
card.
end of all my actions.
Barioth patience meter is just.
Is
All players
it's gone
pass
down.
their hunter token to the player to the left.
Threat shift. Okay.
They can all be face up. They'll all be ending face up.
There you go.
Thank you.
So they all turn face back up again, and then the rest of your end of turn
And
steps.
then I will draw 4. Yeah, I would love to go
And you
down.
can clear a card or 2 face down.
Yeah, this one.
So here's the thing. Do you have another card that's going to do stun by any chance?
Yes.
Excellent. Go for it.
Yep, and
You all
extra
say you
damage.
should go, weren't you?
I could make it fall asleep. We can wait with that. We can do that later.
Oh, but I'm only playing 2 cards because it's
Correct.
still this.
Yes.
Unless you want to do the +1 card draw. We haven't used any of these.
True.
You could play
Plus
3
1
if you
card
want.
play.
1 card play.
I would love to do that.
Let's do that.
Start using our tokens. We got them for a reason.
Okay. So I will first tackle.
Okay.
Boom.
Do you want to move around it, or are you happy where you are? You're good where you are.
You're on the
Yeah, yeah,
wing
yeah.
if you want to
Yeah.
do maximum damage.
I'll be there.
1 card.
So I draw a card and he takes another.
Other deck.
Yep, you're right.
So he's been
Oh,
stunned.
I have experience drawing that one. Okay, 1 damage to it.
So 1 damage.
Yep. Down 29 health.
And then I will Rising Slash,
Yep.
which also has a thing on it,
A break.
Nice.
Excellent. Yeah, go for it. It's on
for
the wings.
6 damage.
6 damage. Beautiful.
Whoa.
That's the thing, I hit
6
hard.
minus armor.
You do. So 5 damage total, so it's down to 24.
All right. And then I will do True Charged Slash, which
Whoa,
is
that's
if
gonna
this
hurt.
card is placed on the 5th slot, I draw 2 extra things. So I'm going to draw 4.
Yes, you do.
Dang.
So that's going to
Wowzers.
be...
Whoa.
10.
So 10 damage.
10, 9, so
10
it drops down to
damage.
15.
That's why I was
15
like,
health
please let me do that.
Yep.
It's
That-
like, I've been
I-
asleep and now I'm recharged.
And now I'm angry.
I took a power nap,
Yeah.
feeling great.
I mean, that actually is exactly me. Quick power nap, give me a sword,
That was fantastic.
beat him up.
Okay, cool. You also used your entire damage deck in one
Yes,
turn.
it's
so-
okay at
Yeah.
this point. Honestly,
is
the
amazing.
game may be over before she goes again.
So wait,
That's
that
fine.
was a
Impossible.
whole other turn for me?
That was the whole turn.
was.
Okay, so I...
Monster's gonna activate.
Well, no, I have to finish my turn, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So time card.
Oh, right. I was discarding, but you're right. Up to 2 hunters may move up to 1 node each. Do you guys want to move?
Gonna
Because I
target-
don't care.
So maybe if you're close to the hunt, to the monster, you might want to move because it is going to go.
And what happens if I start on one of those nodes?
So while you're on the deep snow nodes, your cards have 1 less agility to a minimum of 1. So it's harder to dodge, harder to sprint, but you can walk off it totally fine.
What happens if you start your turn out?
It's just if you're whilst you're on it. So if you'd say walked onto it and then you could spend a card to move off it, you'd be affected. But
Your
if you
hunter
spend,
immediately
like
develops
spend a card to move
proclivity
onto
To a
it,
minimum of
snowballs.
1, right?
to a minimum of 1.
And it's stunned right now.
It's stunned right
So
now.
I will like to move up 1.
Sure.
And it's targeting closest?
It is going to target furthest. It's going
Furthest?
to come after me right now. So
Fantastic.
Does anyone else want to move?
I would like to
don't.
move up 1 over here.
I would love to pull off the same kind of cool
Yeah.
combo that you
I appreciate that because that's probably going to save me. I might move closer to the monster because
Sure.
I physically can't dodge right now. and
I
I'm
can
below.
dodge, yeah.
So
Yeah.
what I'm going to do is going to move.
You can dodge if you want to.
Oh my gosh, it's like I came to save the day.
You did.
All right, and I'll discard this.
Yep.
And both of these.
Sure.
Oh, I will need to clear this to be able to play anything.
No. So this just means that
Just means
once you
it's the
play
end
it,
of
it
your
ends your
turn.
turn.
Oh,
but you
okay.
still play as
Not
monster.
okay. And then I'll draw 4.
That's
Okay.
it. You got it.
That's your
So-
turn. Flip your thing face down, and now the monster goes.
Correct. So now we're going for the enraged deck. So these cards can
That
go
was
away.
awesome.
That's pretty cool.
So
That
it is
was
going to be
really
stunned
cool.
for this turn.
I did
so
a 10 damage attack.
it was
It was pretty
fantastic.
cool.
So it's going to be Whirling Pounce. So it's going to be another wind-up attack.
Oh, one person go first.
So yeah, one person go first. Play 2 cards. It's already stunned, so we can kind of just do whatever we like.
I'm happy to stay the target, so feel free for someone else to go first.
Sure.
I would love to clear my board.
Go
true.
for it.
Somewhat.
So would I. I am physically incapable of dodging right now. Is the
Did we
problem.
give him a thing from
It's
that?
going to be dodge 1
Yes.
when he goes. So
Yeah. You know, I you can do it.
I'll tell you what. We could both go.
Which is a good time to do it.
It's a good
can
time.
do
to
this
do it.
together.
We can do this together.
one second. If you both go when there's a 2 thingy you want, you both go when there's a 3 thingy. That's a, you can't, neither of you can benefit from that though.
When you say thingy, I so
Well,
know
yeah,
what you mean.
it's mainly just to clear
Yeah.
stamina at this point.
Yeah, so that's up to you, up to you.
I would
Alright.
rather clear with lower amounts and then
Yes.
play with higher amounts
That's
I'm instinctively
for
there.
whoever plays.
all right. Well, why don't you go first and I'll go second,
Okay.
and then we'll spend that as well.
Alrighty. It's gonna attack the farthest.
In fact, that might be daft because if I don't go first and I can't dodge because it is gonna. I know
It's targeting me.
If we both go, right?
My brain's not working because
and it's targeting him, right? Because he's got the
We
highest.
we just
Forget,
switched it. We
forget
just switched
everything I just said. We're gonna cut that out, maybe not, and then we're. Gonna
I think it should stay in.
It should stay in.
It
Yeah.
should stay in.
Yeah.
Honestly, the best way to make sure it stays in is for the next 5 minutes we have to keep referencing that scene.
We have to.
Yeah.
Scene.
These are behind the scenes.
As if
in
these
the
are all
scenes
different
tricks.
scenes.
Scenes, yeah.
Scene.
I'm gonna remember that one. I'm gonna remember what you did to me. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and play lunging stab.
Okay.
And I'm gonna Inigia Montoya. My way. Yeah, right
That's
there.
a
just
good
right
thing
there.
that didn't break right there.
Yeah, it's fantastic that it didn't break. It's
Yep.
almost like I don't have thumbs for fingers. I have some thumbs, just not all of my fingers are thumbs. Wow. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and play that. It's the first attack card I played this turn, so I'm
Yep.
gonna draw an extra damage.
Yep.
And I'm gonna draw 3 damage.
You can hit it at the
cards.
wings there if you want to.
I would love to hit its wings.
Okay.
Do it.
Wings are getting shredded.
I'm going to shredded wings sound fantastic
They do.
right now.
So 5 damage down to 4.
Yep.
All right. So
And
Scott,
then I'm
11
going
left.
to play feint.
Yep.
So I'm like right in front of them, like juke. And I'm gonna get rid of 2 cards, and I'm gonna get rid of the 2 face-up cards so that when
Smart.
I end, I can get rid of the 2 face-down cards.
Smart. Yep. So are you done?
There.
Shall I? Or you got a free movement left, or are you?
I do have a free movement left.
11.
And I would.
You did a lot
I have a
of
thing
damage.
for symmetrical bushes. I would love to go
Oh, but
there.
now
Sure.
he's in the angry deck.
All right.
Yes.
He's better than it.
So we'll draw you a time card. There you go. Oh. Okay.
What did you say?
So you remember how you said all the bad cards were my fault? This one's all yours.
How
That
is
would
this
have
my
been
fault?
mine if I had gone first, like I said.
What is
I
that? What is
should've.
that?
But if
Rajan-
you're the
Rajan
one
turned
that
up.
made the
Oh.
card, if you're the one that made the card,
It's
Wait,
all
it's
my
him?
fault, regardless.
how is it my fault?
So this is the Rajang invasion. So something in the hunting phase told us there's a roar in the distance or something like that told us that Rajang was nearby. So the Rajang invasion card was shuffled into the deck, so he's going to invade the fight. So he can turn up now anywhere on one of these board edge nodes. What's going to happen is from now on, whenever the monster takes a turn, the invading monster will go first, then the quest monster, and then
And we
get
can
to take
choose
turn.
any board node.
Any board edge node.
And
So
he
is
targets the
Rajang, like-
closest person.
So his deck right now is going to target, the closest.
And what
So-
happens if
corner?
he's next to the bush there and him? Who's the
So
target?
the other monster counts as a threat 10 hunter, so it will always break.
So
ties.
why don't we put him next to the big bad boss?
Sounds
Is this
really
like
good.
Rafiki's bodybuilder
I mean,
cousin?
that one's 1 and that one's 2 away.
Yeah.
It's going to come here. That's a good.
Oh, you can do any edge.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was only in the corner.
Am I okay
You're
to
safe, you're
complete
safe.
the end of my hunter turn resolution steps?
You can complete the rest of them. Yeah, that's just a regular time card.
Okay, I'm gonna discard these 2.
So Rajang is also here.
It does look like Rafiki's bodybuilder cousin.
I can see
Thanks.
that. Okay. No, that doesn't look right.
Nom nom nom.
Technically,
you can take
technically
that
that's
joke
forward
to the
facing.
bank.
But
I was
we'll
gonna
play
say,
that
should
way.
we have him show up on my spot? Just to be like, I turned into this.
Power nap.
Okay, so
Okay.
what do you do the rest of your turn stuff?
I have
You You turn, yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, I discarded 2 face down, and I got
Sure.
the cards in my hand, and now I have 5. And
So-
then I flip that over.
I'm going to go take the other one because we spent a
Yeah.
track token to do that. So
We
I am
did.
just, what we're going to do now, we want to get away from these completely. So
I'm
gonna
barely
just-
aiming at. If you aim off board,
And this token is what, a
It's a
single
curve
armor?
it's
Yes.
a
For one person?
for one person.
boomerang arrow.
It's
Yeah,
a
they
big
have-
shot.
they
He's
have
gonna
varying
have the
levels, yeah.
table back at him.
So I'm going to draw a time card for ending my turn. So I'm going to do a sleep toad. Okay, so roll a die and 1 to 3. If your hunter doesn't dodge a sleep toad, which I can't, then they suffer sleep. I fell asleep.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Cool. So I ran away and then fell asleep.
Do you
So
Like-
skip your
Powers gap
next
is
turn,
contagious.
or
So-
do you also skip the
A
rest
yawn.
of the resolution?
So on the back of the, I will continue to do the rest of the turn
Okay.
resolution. So on the back of the Hunter Resolution reference card is the status ailments. So sleep until the start of your next turn, or until you are attacked. You cannot place cards on your stamina board at all. Okay, so I'm now asleep until something hits me.
yeah, but
or
you're
otherwise-
like
Until it starts next turn.
drowsily clearing your
Yeah.
board a little bit.
It's true. I am. Yeah. So the rest of my clearance happens. I'm going to clear these 2 face down cards. I am going to think about which cards I want to keep in my hand. I'm going to keep sleep coating because that's great. I'm going to
You're
keep
all
Clutch
about
Claw.
sleeping. Is this like some subliminal messaging for where you are right now?
I mean, probably if I had a good answer to that, yes, but I don't. So let's say no.
Can
I'm
hunters
gonna leave
attack
the-
hunters?
Does
No.
the Rajang
No.
invasion
Well, I'm
need to
thinking
stay
one
on
ping
there?
on him to wake him up is way better than
No, I can go away.
That's fair,
a
but
full
no.
attack. No.
All right, and my hunter token goes face down.
You're not wrong.
Just that. So that was everything. So then the monster itself goes.
Yep.
It's going to attack everything range 2, which includes Rajang, for 10 ice damage.
But
so
it's stunned.
yes. So Rajang can't dodge it.
Yes.
So Rajang takes 10 damage, which is going down to 8. Because it's been hit by an attack that isn't going to cause break damage, it also gets a rage token. If Rajang has 4 rage tokens on it, then its attacks are going to get harder to dodge. Because he's getting angry. Okay, so then everyone in range 2, which
everyone.
is everyone, is going to have to spend
5 of 8.
And you
1.
cannot.
Wait, it's stunned.
And you can't dodge.
Yeah, it says unless
Honestly,
until it's
they
attacked.
keep asking questions, and I'm just trying to help
So
out.
until you're attacked, you can't
Okay.
place cards down. So I wake up. It's actually pretty good for me. It wakes
Yeah.
me up straight away. All right, power nap.
Yeah.
And I
So we
we
get a
only
single
to-
card.
Yeah,
But
we
he
only
is-
to
oh,
spend
okay.
1 dodge. So I'm just going to play my arc shot. I think there to dodge it.
I will dodge.
I'd keep that. That's great.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Totally wasn't thinking about getting rid of it.
Okay.
And then now it's Rajang's turn?
So Rajang,
Or not yet?
Rajang would go before at the start,
Oh,
the start
right.
of the
But he didn't. Yeah.
the whole round. So because we're here right now. So we're doing Barioth's turn. He then moves away from the monster from the hunter's targeting, which is Alex, which means he basically just turns to face this way, but can't step backwards because he's at 1 against the game board edge. 2, Rajang is stood right there. Okay.
Does
He's just,
that mean
you
there's
know,
only one?
he's just like presenting his rear.
What does
He's
this
like,
mean?
I'm not even
I
worried
wasn't-
about.
I wasn't gonna. That's
This
true. I
tells
wasn't
you
gonna
the
go there,
proxy
but I like
cards
the way
you
you frame
pull in and
that.
out.
So
This is a card that's being added.
yeah. So one more player can take a turn, which is going to be Alex.
Yes, and unfortunately, here's the bad news because my board is full and I have a 3-card turn that I can't benefit from, but I will play Rush Combo.
Yep.
I will move forward 1.
Okay.
And that's going to be my free move, so I'll move up 1 so I don't have to be negated by dodge.
Yep.
And then I'm going to draw +1 for each face down card, so I'm going to draw 3 cards.
Nice.
So at least I can hit for 3.
Yep.
We can go ahead and do this. We have 1, 3, and 5.
Okay. So
So
it goes down
4.
to
7.
7 health. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Then I'm going to clear cards, and I'm going to clear
So we got
2 face down cards.
Time card for you. Don't think we're done.
Time
Oh,
card
yeah,
first.
you're
Yes, time card. Yep.
So tactical shift. 2 hunters may move up to 1 node each. So you may want to move anywhere. Do
And
you
this
wanna-
guy's attacking
So-
closest,
So you're going to attack closest.
which is good.
Barioth's going to attack furthest away. And Barioth's going to go second.
Yes.
So we probably want to get away from Rajang. So do you want to stay in the bush that's right next to Rajang? Or do
I'll
you
step
wanna
back 1.
Well, the
step out of
question
the bush?
is this one of those games where like if I'm in the bush, I'm in stealth mode?
Yes.
Like, you can't see me if I'm in the bush.
Whilst yes,
It can't
it's got
see you.
really big arms and he's going to flail around
Correct.
quite a lot. So it still might hit you, even though I can't see you.
I'm going to step back
Gotcha.
1, diagonally.
I'm gonna step back 1.
Okay. So this way.
Yeah. That's where I was wanted to go.
Okay, and that goes down there.
And then you discard an injury?
Yep.
Cool.
I'm
I've
done.
yet to be
We
able
can
to
we
all
all
flip our
kept
tokens back
the
up.
whole time.
I know.
And
I know. You
can't
got
do
really
it.
unlucky. We need to get you a faint card.
Now, right about now,
That's
he's
all
down
right,
to
so
7 health, right?
Yes.
And who's going first?
So well, we've all flipped fakes back up again.
Yep.
so there's a good chance if whoever goes next can take
No, I
Barioth
think.
out.
Well, who's going next right now?
It's not going to be Meg to take
Yeah.
him out because Meg now has a
No,
completely blunted weapon.
Who's going next right now?
Is it a monster
Rajang.
turn?
Rajang.
That's true. Rajang is going next.
And who's he attacking?
It's going to target Barioth, so let's see what happens.
Are we gonna have the bodybuilder kill the big?
He
Kill
might.
the
He
big
might,
bad?
but he might not.
He might. He probably will, actually. So he's going to hit a lightning blast. So first thing he's going to do is he's going to turn to face his target, which is the Barioth. He's going to step 2 to his right. So
Which
he's going
he
to hit
cannot.
the board edge. He's going to hit it for 8 thunder damage in the wing. It's got 1 armor. It just takes Barioth out. So the Rajang comes in and just goes, boom. All right, and that's it. So like we got so close, and then Rajang just comes in and just like takes the finishing blow.
It was like the first half is like us kind of playing Dance with the
That made me
Monster.
so nervous.
Meg takes a short nap.
I'll say that
She
was
comes
me.
in.
I
She
turned
like
into
just
that.
destroys it.
Yeah,
Me
I
And
too.
then
turned into that.
Rajang
and
pops in.
Should we have let Alex do it?
No, we shouldn't.
No, we should not let Alex do it.
I'll do all that.
Absolutely not.
Cool. All right. So yeah. So
Anyways.
so Rajang came in and took out Barioth for us. That is still completes the quest for us
Yep.
because the quest monster has been defeated one way or another. So at this point, we'd go and get quest rewards. We'd carve pieces of the monster to make new weapons and armor to fight bigger, badder monsters, and then pick a new quest.
Nice.
Excellent. And then we wander off into the woods while Rajang just lumbers away.
You know what I just realized, guys?
What's up?
When I died and I needed just 1 more armor, I could have
I
had
was-
1 more armor.
That's what I was
Yeah.
asking. I
But
was
then
looking
you
at that.
wouldn't have
But then
come
you wouldn't
back
taken
with
a
a
power nap.
vengeance.
It's fair, it's
You
fair.
wouldn't have
It's totally
summoned
fair.
that courage to
Yeah,
do the like
yeah.
84 damage turn that you
Hey,
did.
I slept through an avalanche, okay?
That's true. So the moral of this story is don't let Perkins play the game and give advice on how the game rules work because that apparently is just too much for Perkins' brain. So that's fine.
Honestly, it would have outdone any of us.
I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. All right. Well, thank you for joining us for the official Steamforged playthrough of Monster Hunter World Iceborne. See you in the comments.
Bye.
See ya.